a lot of you probably found out that there's a new host for Live with Kelly Ripa, and that host is Ryan Seacrest. What a lot of you probably don't know is that show started off as Regis and Kathy Lee. Now, if I can, I'll give you a brief history of Live with Regis and Kathy Lee. The show started in the 1980s, where Regis Philbin was the man on the show, and Kathy Lee Giffords was the female, and everybody loved waking up in the morning to watch them. They had a good run, but then Kathy Lee Giffords decided to have her own show, but share it with a female partner named Hoda. She famously quit with Regis and left him hanging to find another partner. So Regis is sad. He doesn't have a co-host, and I forgot Gilman, but he decides he's going to host Who Wants to Be a Millionaire the same time as Live with Regis and Kathy Lee is going on. I bring that up because that's going to come into play later on down the road. So Regis is looking for a co-host. He finds Kelly Ripa, and they get along swimmingly. But unfortunately for Kelly Ripa, Regis was an old man at the time, and he was ready to retire. So he did, and then he also decided that he was going to quit Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and he left that show to Meredith Vieira, who would later become a daytime talk show host. So Regis quit, and Kelly Ripa went on a search for a co-host. She tried lots of different celebrity guests, and she did find somebody. Michael Strahan is a football player. He decided that he wanted to be her co-host, and they got along swimmingly, just as some co-hosts. So they got along really well. But what happened was he got another job teaching Good Morning America, and also a game show called the $100,000 Pyramid, which, keep that in the back of your mind, because so he quit too. Kelly Ripa needed another co-host. She's looking again for somebody, which was just this year, I think. And she decided to have other co-hosts come on. Somebody mentioned Jerry Connolly, who was in Sliders with Indiana Jones guy, and Gimli? He might have been Gimli too, but they didn't think that he would be famous enough or get enough viewers for Live with Regis and Kathy Lee, so they didn't want him. But they did decide on Ryan Seacrest, who is not only a game show type host, American Idol, he was the host of Dick Clark's Rocking New Year's Eve, and he which is funny that I mention that, because Guess who else hosted the $100,000 pyramid? He hosts it now. Michael Strahan. So it's Ryan Seacrest is the new host now. That's your history lesson for today.